Come in. Morning, Linda. How you doing?
Morning.
You all right?
Yeah, great, thanks. Yep.
What have you been up to?
Oh, we went to the county fair. There were stalls selling all kinds of things. It was such a lovely day. We made a day of it and had a picnic by the lake.
Wonderful.
What about you? What did you do?
We've just recently moved house and we've got loads of decorating and things to do. And I'm getting better at it, but it's the kids are everywhere, and it's on their jumpers, the paint's all over the place, and it's just incredibly time consuming. But we are getting there. It's brilliant.
Good. Oh, you mentioned paint. I called in at the shop down the road this morning, and to get a sandwich and some water, and there was graffiti all over the wall of the shop. It's so shabby.
Oh, is that recent, do you think?
Well, I was talking to Alf, and he runs the shop, and he said he was in on Saturday, and he locked up and went back Sunday morning early to do the papers, and he noticed it when he went in then. Yeah.
So I presume he was fed up with that affecting his business.
Oh yeah, he was really worried about, it's going to cost him time and money to put it all straight. Yeah.
Which it will do. I wonder if any of our lot were involved in it.
Oh, I don't know. I could ask. I'll tell you what. Muriel, the lollipop lady, she's coming in later. I can ask her. She might know because she lives locally. She might have seen something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good idea. When you talk to her, maybe just jot down a few notes and a bit of timing of who might have been around if she's seen something.
I'll ask her that. Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah.
So right. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to get on with that and come and let me know what you found.
Yeah, will do. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So,
yeah. See you later.
I just need to nip out to get a few folk here. All right then. Hey, Jordan, come on, you're nearly late. You need to get yourself up for registration. Come on, please. Thank you. Oh, by the way, good morning.
Morning, Linda.
Morning, Muriel.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Do you know, I swear those kids, they walk more slowly on a Monday than ever. I can see those poor parents rushing to get to work and everything, and the kids are just dawdling along, I don't know. Never mind.
Oh, you mentioned that Monday morning feeling. Alf down at the corner shop.
Oh, yeah, I know him. I pop in there most days, actually. Pick up a paper and stuff,
Yeah. I popped in this morning to get my sandwich and my water for work. And there was graffiti all over the side of the shop. It does look a mess.
Gosh, yeah, I bet it does. Crikey.
Yeah. Do you hear anything?
Oh, I don't know. There is often a bit of noise down there, actually, at the weekends.
Yes.
You hear a bit of noise. It's up by where you park your car, up by the top there, by the trees and the grass and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
so there's quite often a bit of noise up there. And my neighbour parks his car up there sometimes. And in fact, he said on Sunday, he parked his car up there.
Yeah.
It was a right old mess. Cans, stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Absolute mess it was. Terrible.
Yeah. Any idea who? Is there any of ours from here?
There is that family, the one that lives at the end of the road there. They often have the police round, I have to say. And actually, people do complain, when they've got this smoking and drinking in the garden and making a lot of noise,
What do you know the names? What are the names?
I don't know, actually. And in fact, we don't know that it was them. So no, I don't. Oh, actually, it might be Taylor, I think. Ask Alf, he'd know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I will do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, William. Yeah.
Anyway, I better be off because I can feel a cup of tea coming on.
Oh, yeah. You go and have your tea.
Put my feet up, get the paper.
Yeah. All right. See you. Bye. Thanks for that. Good morning, Royston School. How can I help?
Hi, Lynn. It's Mrs. Ford here. I'm just ringing up to say that our Becky won't be in today. She's not at all well.
Oh dear, I'll add her to the absences list. Can I ask what's wrong? We have to fill in a reason.
Yeah, the truth is she's got up to a spot of bother. She's been out over the weekend. She said she was going round to her friend Lily's house and she came in later than her dad had told her to come in. She obviously hasn't been to Lily's house. We think she was out in the park with some kids. Yeah, her jeans were dirty. She said she'd lost her hoodie. She had leaves in her hair and she smelt of alcohol.
Is she okay?
Well, she said she's got a headache. She says she feels sick. She says she's too tired to come into school today. Her dad was absolutely furious with her. She won't say who she was with, but we had to talk about it when she went to bed. Now, we reckon that she was with that group that hang around, you know, the Taylor boys.
We are getting reports of antisocial behaviour at the weekends and some evenings too. Would you mind having a word with Mr. Brown, our deputy head, and telling him what you know?
Oh, absolutely, sure, yeah. As a family, we need some help. I'm thinking we can't manage this on our own.
Just hold on, I'll put you through to him.
Why were you off yesterday? I texted you, but you didn't reply.
My dad's taken my phone off me and I'm grounded this week, including next weekend.
Oh, harsh. Why?
I went out to the rec on Saturday and Sunday. He told me that I had to be home by 8, but I ended up getting home until after 9. He was so mad.
You should have said you were with me at mine.
That was the problem. I told them that I was out with you both times.
Well, then what's the problem, other than being late?
Well, when I didn't turn up at 8 o'clock, they phoned Lily's parents and they said that Lily went to her nan's and that they hadn't seen me at all.
Oh, busted.
They didn't tell me.
Well, of course they didn't. That's parents for you. Then what did they say?
My dad was really mad. He wanted to know who I was with, pointing out that I'd lied about being with Lily and where we'd been. He said he wanted to know what we were doing all that time.
Well, who were you with?
I was with one of the boys in our class, Dave. He asked me on Friday if I wanted to go hang out with him and his mates over the weekend. I thought, why not? I couldn't tell my parents though, because I was with him, his mates, and the Taylor brothers.
Well, that's no crime, is it?
We had a great laugh. Someone had bought some of those aerosol paint cans on the Sunday night, and we went down on Saturday night, and we went down by the shops. Paul Taylor started spray painting the wall. It looked quite cool. I just watched.
Well, you didn't do it, did you?
Oh, I did use the red spray paint to do a pattern downside.
I reckon the best thing to do is fess up. Let's get it over with. What else are you going to parents do? Maybe ground you for another week?
Trouble is, when we went back on the Sunday, Paul Taylor said he got more cans for us, and I said I didn't want to do any more painting because I already had to put my hoodie in the bin under some rubbish because it had spray paint on it. And then they all started laughing at me, saying that he hadn't got more spray paint, he got loads of cans of lager. And they started handing around open cans, and I didn't want to say no because they'd laugh at me or like call me a wimp.
Sounds fun.
I can see why you couldn't tell your parents that.
Well, it was fun. We drank most of the cans, started throwing the cans stuff at each other and laughing. And then I think the lager got to me because I don't remember anything else.
Had Mrs. Ford on the phone yesterday because Becky wasn't in school, and it's also been reported that she was out by the shops with the Taylor boys and that she smelled of alcohol. Oh, there she is. I'm sure she's telling everybody about what she's been up to and telling them her side of the story that she's told. Oh, hi, good morning. Could you put me through to PC Fisher, please? It's Alan Brown here from Royston School. Oh, hi there. I'm glad I've been able to catch you. Is there any chance you could drop in a bit later today after school? We've been having a few reports of antisocial behaviour around the area in evenings and weekends, etc. I'm pretty sure, but I can't be categoric, but I think some of our lot are involved. Brilliant, that's great. Okay, I'll see you then. Thank you. Thanks for coming in today, PC Fisher. Very much appreciated. It's great that you and your officers come in when we ask. us, to support us trying to manage these issues, as well as the parents who need help too. I hope it's okay. I brought in Linda, our receptionist, and perhaps you take a few notes. That would help. She hears a lot about what goes on in the community and deals with lots of parental contact previously.
Well, I am glad to be contacted. Much of our role in policing depends on information and reports from the public and our links with the community, such as yourselves.
Right, well, thank you. Maybe we could start off with you, Linda. Could you tell us about the graffiti that appeared on the shop walls, please?
Yeah. Well, I popped into the shop yesterday on my way into work. I was just getting a sandwich and a bottle for lunch, and Alf, the shopkeeper, was really upset. And there's graffiti all down the side wall of the shop. It really does look a mess. A few of the local people have complained about it, but poor Alf said, what can he do about it? It's going to take time and money to clear it up. He agrees with them, but it's a problem.
Well, I saw it when I walked from the shop car park to come to school for this meeting. That has been done with those aerosol spray paints. Alf is right. It will be hard to get off. You need to get chemicals to do that, and it won't be a quick job.
Well, yeah, and in the end, someone's got to pay for it, and it won't be Alf. If the council does it, we'll all end up paying for it in our taxes, including the parents of the children that have done it.
Well, what strikes me is that it clearly shows that some kids have planned to do that. They would have had to get hold of the spray paint. It doesn't come cheap. There is a fair few colours on that wall that has cost quite a bit. We do need to respond to this, or we will find graffiti going up everywhere.
Yeah, I asked Muriel about the graffiti. She's our lollipop lady, and she lives locally. And she said the neighbours have been complaining about it. There's noise coming from that grass area behind the shops down there. And she said they were making an awful noise, shouting and laughing. And it went on quite late. It was dark when they finished.
Did anyone see who was making the noise?
No, nobody saw them this time. It's not the first time it's happened. Those Taylor boys and a group of mates they hang out with, it was them. They're the ones that the time those wing mirrors got broken, we think it was them, but there was no proof it was them. Thing is, people could be frightened by going hanging out like that. It makes people feel less safe.
We will always follow up on reports like this, because we know how much these behaviours affect everyone in the community.
You should have seen the mess they left there. There were empty spray cans, bottles, beer tins, cigarette butts, it was thrown all over the place. It really was a right mess.
Maybe I can add what we know. Linda, do you remember Mrs. Ford ringing up? Was it yesterday morning? And she was reporting Becky's absence.
Yeah, she said Becky had been out in the park over the weekend with a group of people. Becky wouldn't tell her who it was that she'd been with, but Mrs. Brown rang in and she was really upset about it.
Yeah, I'll talk to her. We both agree it's not like Becky to keep secrets. On Sunday night, she said that she'd come in later than she'd been told. Clothes were grubby, and Mrs. Ford is certain she could smell alcohol.
Underage drinking. Now that is a serious concern. When young people are drinking with no limits or supervision, things can get out of hand. Then there is antisocial behaviour, like we are seeing around here now. Graffiti, noise, rubbish everywhere, underage drinking, or maybe drug taking. Fights can break out when they have drunk too much. While they think they are acting big, they are actually quite vulnerable. It is something with young people that have accidents and been physical or sexually assaulted.
Antisocial behaviour is any kind of conduct that violates the basic rights of another person, and any behaviour that is considered to be disruptive to others in society. Antisocial behaviour tends to consist of excessive or persistent noise, abusive or insulting behaviour, shouting, screaming, swearing, drunkenness, using or threatening violence, vandalism, graffiti, litter, fly tipping, using cars or motorbikes illegally. I am here to talk to you all about this. The question I want to put to you is, whose problem is this? And who sorts this out?